Hello, Dr. Paul Cleveland with Boundary Stone, and so we're here to provide you with resources so that you can understand the world that you live in. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and a lot of it is associated with people really not understanding economic principles very well. One of the things that came up with John Kenneth Galbraith, who was a professor at Harvard and was supposedly an economist, although I question that. Anyway, he wrote a book and he titled it The Affluent Society, and in that book he argued that modern production had overcome issues of scarcity, that economic scarcity no longer exists, and as evidence of that he argued that I'll go to any store and go into a grocery store, and the wide variety of different cereals that you'll find on the cereal aisle, just boxes of cereals, unemployed boxes of cereals on the cereal aisle, and in so many different kinds and flavors and whatnot. And he said, see, where we've overcome the problems of production, and now really the problem is on distribution. Well, is that really true? Fundamentally, it's a misunderstanding of what economic scarcity is. When we say that economic goods are scarce, what we mean is that at any moment of time that each of us has desires or ends that we would like to achieve but cannot achieve because we lack the means. We don't have enough means to pursue and to accomplish all those things that we would like to do. And that's what economic scarcity is. And think about this for a moment too. If production ceased today, how long would it take before those grocery store shelves are empty? Really not very long at all. Within a couple of weeks or a month they'd be empty. And you go to some places around the world where they've practiced aggressively the redistribution of private property, and you'll find empty grocery store shelves. Venezuela is a perfect example of this, having embraced socialism fully, and we're going to redistribute wealth. What they've found is they've just totally impoverished themselves. Now, not everyone is impoverished. Those who hold the controls of political power, of course, they eat well. We can think of the President Maduro, and there was a video not long ago of him eating a fanciful meal of beef and to his heart's content. Of course, that's not the average citizen of the country. They don't live like that. So the reality is, scarcity is always with us. It always has been with us. In fact, it's built into the very essence of the way in which this world was created in the first place. And so work is necessary. Production continues to be necessary. And, the rewards from production are associated with the value that other people place upon whatever it is you are producing. So, things that people really do value greatly will often bring those who produce those things significant amounts of wealth. And people who are producing things that are not as valuable, or where they're competing with many more producers, are going to find that their efforts are not nearly as well rewarded. Those are just the facts of the economy. Any economy is going to have to operate in this particular way. Unless, of course, political authorities use political power to just oppress and tyrannize people as a general rule. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you in understanding what economic scarcity really is, and understanding that no, modern day production has not overcome it, that it's still present with us, always will be, And we need to focus our efforts and find out what we're good at doing and what other people value about what we can do, and try to serve the interest of other people, if that's, and that makes everyone's life better. Dr. Paul Cleveland with Boundary Stone. Well, check out our website, boundarystone.org, and we'll talk to you again next time.